Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. This is our Twitch live show recap from last Sunday's regular live show, where we were continuing missions we didn't get to in Extra Life 2018, including the launches of 2 landers for Saturn's moon of Enceladus, based off of the lander that just successfully touched down on Ganymede not too long ago. So anyway, enjoy! And then one more for the way back, and that's kind of easy to do. I should do a face reveal. Only if I want to keep people coming back to these things, I will avoid doing that. Yeah, let me phrase that better. I want people to keep coming back, so I'm not going to do a face reveal. Probably anytime soon. Maybe, though. I don't know. I can't read it. Omnisilus. Thank you for the follow. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm pretty sure I butchered it. I'm real sorry. Alright, oh wait, we need to, 1, make sure our fuel clamps are fueling. Yeah, toggle pump, not release clamp. That would be tragic. Pump enabled true. Okay, so at least we've got some of these things. Fuel pumps pumping. Doggo reveal. Why no love for the Galilean moons? As in putting a crew on them? Oh, it's definitely something I have thought about, now that I have seen what it takes to actually land something on Ganymede. I think we could make that a thing. I'm not going to make any promises as to when. Omnisis. Got it. I'm so sorry. It's real small on my alert screen and the text kind of blurs together, but that's my fault. Omnisis. Thank you. Oh, a real action video of the doggos. Maneuver planner, that's what we need. We could probably do some doggo videos. If you're going to Saturn, you might as well do a system tour, fly by Venus and Mars, deploy some payloads. Because that's a might bit above my skill level, I fear. Alright, what? I didn't want maneuver planner. I wanted rendezvous planner. Man, streaming really screws with me because I do not have the mental capacity to deal with this. I can't read or chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. Almost caught that dead on. Please, no explosions. Alright, .64. We'll just, nope, no physics warp. No. Bad KSP. You mean a doggo party video? Yes. You'll visit all planets eventually. You could go submersible on Europa, right? Are there any propellers that work on planets in RO? You know, I never bothered to check to see if propellers, like electric propellers, would work someplace like Venus or other planets with atmosphere. That would be really interesting to see. A quadcopter rover for Titan. Oh, I'd have to use non-RO parts, which I do quite frequently. What are my extra side clamps doing? They're hanging out here from the last DN6 launch, because it's that much bigger than the pad. Alright, SAS is on. Throttle is set to full. Relative inclination with the moon is good. Staging is all stupid. Let's light the engines before we take the clamps off. That's booster SEP, fairing SEP, HG3 ignition. Where's my payload fairing? That would be a good one to have, right? Yep, there it is. We need you down here after booster SEP, before stage SEP. Alright, so we're going to launch, and I'm going to try not to screw this up. The ignition sequence start. Engines are spooled, clamps are off, 1.2 off the pad, not bad. Crash geographical coordinates and postal address reveal dudes and funny gifts from all over the world upvote. Good thing I mentioned clamps, I guess. Yes, Wookie, you have saved the mission yet again. Is that? No, okay. It looked like there was a ridge there because the lighting was weird. But no, DN5, this is our old model DN5 with the mixed engine boosters that are not going to work very well, but hey. There really aren't any near future stuff like that in RO RP-0. Unfortunately, I think it would be really nice if the RP-0, the realism overhaul crowd could start looking at near future stuff. because getting here on this late game stuff would be awesome. But it just doesn't happen very often. Alright, 100 meters per second, let's start leading into our gravity turn. So now's the part when I'm going to try real hard to watch chat and not screw this launch up, but I'm real bad at it. What engines are you using for this launch vehicle? Well, Badger Masher, this is 4 RS-25DEs on the core stage. The boosters are a single RD-171M and 3 E1 Advanced on the outside of that. You'll need Isaac Arthur. Obligatory drink and snack. Yes, please. Alright. Time to really pay attention to this gravity turn, because I really don't have a whole lot of margins for screwing this up. Our HG3 will have kind of just enough to throw the payload at Saturn. Maybe. I'm really hoping it does anyway. But I guess we can just lean further on our gravity assisting to make sure that we can actually land. We're getting paid a lot of money for this Enceladus landing contract, so it's really just best not to screw it all up. That being said, I'm going to screw it all up. Alright. Come on, relative inclination with the moon. Up to 7, 6. Lean into it at 2.25. There we go. And let's just walk this right down to 90. We should be quite a bit lower than this. We should also probably be rolled such that our boosters... Oh, yeah, we are. I'm just looking at the camera all wrong. Alright, we're in solid flight mode. Excellent. Who's doing a generation shift, Wookiee? Are you messing with somebody? Getting into late game now, I have to add lots of stuff for myself, like the surface nuclear reactor, crusty, some proposed engines. Best part of screwing up is not Folgers in your cup, it's bourbon. This stream will go for about another hour and 20 minutes or so, give or take, depending on how nice Lady Crash is feeling today. Yeah, really, it's how nice Baby Crash is going to be feeling today. And I screwed up my gravity turn already. Look at this. Isaac Arthur, future sky. KOS. I feel like I've given you my reasons. This career took some years to build. Yes, it did. I've been doing this career on YouTube for about 2.5 years now. Oh yeah, I am way too high pulsified. Absolutely way too high. So we're just gonna dive into this for booster step to make sure that we screw this up as much as humanly possible. Because I really should have been down here like 15 minutes ago, but Wookiee kept talking. Alright, Mr. Mark. Holster. Thanks for coming by. Much appreciated. Booster SEP, fairing SEP, clearing away. Alright, we're good. Just pretending to be an Arion 5, it's fine. Oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting flight to orbit. We're going to angle it in just a little bit. Yeah, we don't have any solar panels to deploy on this stage, so now's the part where I can sit back and read stuff. It's got more laugh than a Shaq free throw. Yeah, I need to much improve my ability to read chat and fly a decent gravity turn. So far, I've been like 0 for 1,000. I'm gonna be fighting to death to keep every needle per second at vertical speed by now. Yeah, we're only we're 2 minutes out from our apogee. 3 minutes of runtime. I think we can just muscle through it without having to adjust anything. Coming up on 1.4 TWR, so I'm gonna need another beer before this stream is over, especially if we're just gonna do a bunch of launches today. I don't know. Practice, practice, practice. That's how you get good at stuff, right? I don't know. So I'm gonna let all of you in on a little secret. Luca's KOS scripts, I'm going to start copying them down while she's streaming so that on my next RP-1 playthrough I can just use all of her coding, because I can't code my way out of a wet paper bag. And then magically I'll be good. Yeah, having a script would probably be nice. I don't know. I genuinely do enjoy flying by hand. It's, I don't know, just one of the things I like about Kerbal Space Program. And playing video games in general. But yeah, you get to a certain point, especially when streaming, and having a script to do this stuff would be efficient. Hey, our relative inclination didn't slide too far out of whack like I thought it would, and I haven't looked at it for a solid, 5 minutes? Like, maybe more, because that timer can't decide if it's yellow or green. Coating yourself off a wet paper bag would be a little complicated. Have to read centers and such. You're giving me entirely too much credit. I'm using a keyboard. I have not owned a flight stick since like the 2nd generation Sidewinder Pro in the 90s. Because I'm a terrible, terrible person. Alright, we're just going to let it lean back a little bit. 31 seconds. We can afford to fall back to Earth just a little, but that time to apogee is certainly not falling in real time. So maybe we'll make up the difference. We only got 56 seconds of runtime left. 1,400 meters per second to go. We might have to round out on our HT3. Did I switch that engine to the A variant? Oh boy. Why not do something like fly-by-wire? Are you flying with the help of KOS? I did not even know that was an option, Pulsified. You'd be so proud that I actually get someone to start using KOS. It's probably a Python library dedicated to wet paper bags. Tempted to buy one for this game specifically. And an NPM package. Panic, panic, panic. Are we panicking? Why are we panicking? Oh, because we're nowhere near orbital speed. And we have every right that we should be, except that I really... Wow, I screwed this up real bad. Like, really, really bad. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Solid light on the HT3, RCS to arm. Forgot to lock our upper stage tanks. We don't need to burn anything from you. Fellas? At the disco? That's where we're panicking. Got it. The HT3, yeah. Yeah, that's, I'm glad we're launching 2, because, this one might be a failure. Like, legit, this might fail. This might... I mean, we'll make it to Saturn. We got like 5 kilometers per second up here in this stage, but that might mean that we don't have enough to perform the corrections we need to gravity assist down to Enceladus. Oh no, we can fall back to Earth. We got plenty of time. I know our TWR is not fantastic, but... Well, while we're here, and there's so many of us, maybe... Do we need to pull up, Scorpio? Oh boy. This mission's likely doomed. Does it matter? So do we want to name this mission? While we're here right now? It might be fine. It's only a little bit on fire. Yeah, pull up. We got 2 votes for pull up. It's that Apollo 13. NEFL. As opposed to the use of nuclear engines, they give you a more desirable staging. They're near Earth falling lander, like 10 to 15 maybe. I'll say we're coming up on circularization here. I don't think we're gonna fall another 100 kilometers before we actually push that periapsis out of the atmo. We should be all right. We're sitting at right about 8 or 9 degrees above horizon. I'm not opposed to the use of nukes for upper stages. I just have yet to been able to build one that's more efficient than just using a traditional HD3 or traditional chemical engine. The mission you were talking about last night on Discord, I did not. A few Timberwind configs. Oh, interesting. 7K dV in a stage is a bit more than 2K, right? A bit. All right, let's plot our transfer and see how boned we are. Yes, we know Rendezvous Planner. Thank you though for trying real hard. All right, that would be in Maneuver Planner. Let's get over to our pork chop selection thing. Oh, should have gone the other way. 7.7. We weren't gonna make it. That's our lowest. All right, create node. Let's just go to town. That seems like a rather direct descent. No, it's not. We're just going real far. But really, the 7.5 we had wasn't good enough to begin with. That is interesting. Yeah, that's my big problem with the nukes is they're real heavy. I think we should fly a mission like Deep Space One, flying a asteroid outside of Earth SOI, testing an ion engines. Oh, you mean just for a regular probe, not a crewed mission? Cosine losses. TDR of 30. ISP in the thousands. Oh, wow. That's giving an initial boost to the nuke stage. Might not be a bad idea. Just test those as well. Alright. So, wait, how long until this? 1 minute. Nope. We're going to take a lap. Make sure that didn't change everything. Because, well, yeah, we're not going to try to burn 7 minutes worth of stage in the next minute and a half. Ah, good. Still hitting Saturn. Fantastic. So, alright. This is not the L version, so we're going to have some boil off here. Yeah, this isn't even the most up-to-date HD3. Ta-da! Alright, 1 hour 27, 6.5. We got to make up about a 1.2 kilometer off of this stage, which is going to take for bleep and ever. Oh, good garbage collection there, KSP. Alright, so, yeah, 16 minutes. We're going to run 7 minutes on the HG3. That'll take care of most of it, but we're... Okay. Just trying to crunch numbers in my head so I can estimate as thoroughly as possible. Here we go. Alright, RCS is armed. Let's get ourselves angled in. We should have, what? Yep, one more ignition. Really need to upgrade this engine. Alright, very unstable. It'll take a little while to ullage. There we go. Risky. Very stable. Please light. Please light. And... ignition. Good light on the HG3. Alright, let's have flight computer hold the node. We can get rid of that. And we're just going to also hold down the RCS button because, you know, why not? We need to do a fundraiser to get Alanis Morissette to do a song about Xenon engines called Isn't It Ionic? Might be it, Chief. Beos, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Give the Kraken sacrifice of human digital flesh. We will all be fine. It's okay. This mission was screwed up before you came. So, really, if it gets any worse, yeah, par for the course, I guess. I'm not the only person that holds down the RCS, but during long birds. I mean, why not? You're not need to use that fuel anyway. It's not going to do anything except hurt your DVs unless you push it out the back, right? Oh yeah, I'm half a beer down and we are 33 minutes into this. The last two launches might be soaked in bourbon. Is that Louisiana? Yep, sure enough. Everybody wave. That must be New Orleans. Although these cities are not placed anywhere even resembling realistically. So we're just gonna guesstimate its stuff. And yeah, wow, we were pushing the periapsis pretty low. I don't think it'll, my DV hurts. They would know how to add mass to an engine config. Unrelated. It's me, my dudes. Bye now. Alright. Oh man, I hope we, oh, we got like another 5 minutes to run through that RCS fuel, so that should be fine. Everything's fine. Totally, not quite fine. Lucy, I'm just going to take a guess, but I think anywhere in the part config, just as long as that line exists, I could be way wrong because I am not a very experienced config editor, engine builder. If Ash were here, he could probably tell you right off the top of his head. Alright, 3 minutes left. Let's make sure our staging is in good order. That's those RCS. Don't need that. And that should kick on our engine also, so we should probably, last minute or so a bird, make sure that we have that tank unlocked so that I don't have to F5, F9 to make sure that the engine doesn't think that it is out of fuel. Because that is a thing that has bitten me more than once. 2 minutes out from the node. 3 minutes of runtime left, plus a real heckin' long time on that AJ-10. Good times, good times. Interplanetary burns, they're so fast, I know. And we're gonna do one more of this exact thing. And what was our next window? Venus or Jupiter? Because yeah, we got the contract to land something on Enceladus and a contract to land something on Callisto. both of those are paid contracts worth a lot of money, and I'd really not... If I screw them up, we're basically bankrupt. Again, I'd like to not do that. Again. You can always just spam Kerbal Orbit contracts, right? I mean, yeah, to make money, yes. And I fully intend to. Earth escape achieved, still 4,000 meters per second left. Yep. When are we not bankrupt? I mean, currently, because we took 2 very high-paying contracts I wasn't sure if we could actually complete. So, you know, there's that. So I guess when we take contracts and we haven't yet to complete them, then we're not bankrupt. Although we'll get paid pretty nicely for the Neptune flyby that the James May is on, and the Pluto flyby that Tombov's ambassador is on, but both of those are several years away from their objective. Oh good, I can stop holding the H key. Alright, 50 seconds left on our HG3, our B upper stage. Go ahead and unlock this since we're not holding down the key anymore. Yeah, now our TWR is getting quite respectable. Oh, if only, if only. At Pluto, don't be tempted to aero brake, it's not safe. I don't think they even modeled the atmosphere way back in 1.1.3. We didn't know it was a thing yet. Stage. Anytime, KSP. Oh, please don't crash. Ignition. Solid light. 15 minutes. Just gonna physics warp this up a bit and see exactly how off we are. Because that's bound to be a thing at this point. My god. .14 TWR. Yeah, the stage was never meant to be used for ejection. It was meant to be used for capture and orbital corrections around a larger parent body. I think, honestly, at Pluto, I'm going to try to scrape as much of the deck as I can. I want as much time in Pluto SOI to gather all that science, and with such a large signal delay, it's going to be... Oh man, me and Flight Computer are going to have some words. Let's finish the Timberwind 250 config. See if it works. Oh yeah, let us know. Oh well, we'll only be like twice as far past our initial start point from the node as we were from our beginning point. You better get low atmo science. I wonder if there is high atmo science at Pluto versus just low atmo. That actually messed you up on this one, just the gravity turn. Yeah, terrible piloting. Because really, we should have had that HG3 stage completely in orbit at Miko, and we did not, because I screwed up the launch that badly. And because of that, I mean, we would have been about 200 to 300 meters per second shy on the HG3 stage to Saturn anyway, but not a full kilometer and some change. Oh, if I were to program a KOS script to get science at a set altitude, that would be KOS assisted flying. Interesting. Yeah, that would be... I would love to have triggers like that instead of me just guessing at the timing. Let's check our map view and see how incredibly off we are. Oh, buddy. Wow. That is quite a radial shift. I guess this is why it costs so much, is because that's nowhere near the very tippy top of our orbit. That's at a... I think it's probably going to push it way the hell out there. Just another 300 meters per second or so to push. Still want to take the SSTO to Mars, SpaceX style. Put one up there and refuel it. And I just need an SS... yeah, I just need an RS-25 with multiple ignitions. One to get it in orbit, one to make transfer, one to correct for how bad I screwed it up. I guess we could try to aero capture. Did we just lose our encounter? Seriously? Oh, I really should have checked this node before doing any of this. Alright, shut down. We got infinite ignitions. Let's just figure out what we're doing here. Come on, KSP. Catch up. Nope, we're not gonna... Okay, we're gonna autosave. That's fine. Alright. Enceladus set as target. Minus 95 degrees. Light this engine again. Let's just dial this in just a bit. Minus 24. That's an interesting number. Alright, let's shut that down. We're going to have to replot. You can use some RL-10s as orbital engines. Oh, I still need to be in map view. I just don't need to be back here in map view, because we need to make some adjustments post-haste. Alright, zoom way the hell out, go to Saturn, focus view, pull up that node. So, because it's giving me a negative number, does that mean I'm orbiting backwards relative to my target? Because I'm used to just seeing numbers greater than 90. I'm not entirely sure what to do about this. Other than, I mean, coming in on the wrong side would just ruin the mission entirely. So, negative 34. But that would be okay, because I could add maneuver, set my capture burn here to correct for inclination way the hell out there. It's at 34 degrees. So, I'm assuming that I'm coming in on the correct side following their orbital path, right? The line fade means nothing to me, because I could never do stuff with it. Real quick, VAB. Let's roll out our backup mission, because... Oh, come on, really? That's what we're doing today? Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Go away, Mech Jeb. Thank you. Okay, good. Got the right one. Thank goodness. Use SOI in out markers as your directional reference then. Wait, what? Yeah, the orbit on these things isn't going to change a whole lot in 4 minutes. But in Saturn SOI. Are you telling me to wait until I'm in Saturn SOI to decide if this is backwards or not? See where the leave SOI marker is at Saturn. Here? Oh yeah, I know which direction I'm going. I need to know what direction the moons are going. Are they orbiting this way, opposite my path? Or am I coming in synced up? Considering this number is 34 degrees and not like 100 or any number above 90. I'm assuming I'm okay. All the moons go clockwise, so I would be coming in wrong. That's going to be counterclockwise. Sorry, counterclockwise. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure, but that's what I thought. Alright, ullage. No clue if my engine is good or not. That looks like a solid light. Flight computer, if you could hold the node for me, please. BFR is an SSTO on Mars. So shouldn't that be enough to qualify? And shutdown. Come on. Yeah, it's not too far off. I think we can make this work. So let's see what our maneuver node to capture looks like. Okay, about 1,300 meters per second. Oh, that is... that's almost half our fuel. That is interesting. This mission is going to be very, very interesting. So let's add alarm for our maneuver node, plus a margin of about 20 hours. Add alarm, there we go. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Veos. Much appreciated. I will we'll see you around. And nothing broke while Veos was here. It all broke before Veos was here. Alright, take a quickie save. And jump back to the Space Center. The second launch was pretty much a direct repetition of the first, so I've just gone ahead and sped through it for the sake of time and not boring all of you to death. But the DN5 performed just about as well as before, despite my terrible piloting. There were, however, a few other unaddressed problems that we'll get to now. So I'm going to turn you back over to old me live during the broadcast. 2890 at 431 seconds. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, 429. Alright, stage, ignition, RCS to arm. KSP catching up on us. Alright, let's ride it right down the horizon. Oh no! Oh no, the first flight, guess what I forgot to do? Yeah. Oh no. I wonder if it's already out of range. Oh, I'm so dumb. Chat, why did you let this happen? Oh, poo. Well, this one has a solid signal. Alright, coming up on circularization. He assumed you'd done it while we were blinking. Collectively. All the blinking. Come on. Get to orbit. Numbers are moving too slowly. Anxiety is killing me. There's camera change. Come on, come on. Shut down. 270 by 149. It's mostly an orbit. It's RCS to disarm. Map view. Switch to... Oh, so dumb. So incredibly dumb. No connection. Yeah, this isn't gonna... it's dead in the water. Well, say these have Omni antennas built in. 2.5 million range. And we do have some stuff in orbit of Saturn. And maybe something will get close enough to get us a signal. Maybe. Maybe. It's all we can hope for at this point. Otherwise, this mission's just lost. Where's it going to go after it ejects from Saturn, I wonder? I mean, well, yeah. Right on out. So we won't have to worry about it. Can you set KAC for ships with no comms? Kerbal alarm clock? Tiny Kerbal, fingers crossed. Yeah, I'll say really, it's our only hope on this mission is that something in orbit of Saturn bounces to it a signal somehow. Because that's really the only hope it's going to have of not just being a dead flight. Well, otherwise it's entirely on our backup mission, which... Switch to... And so it became that our backup mission was now our primary, and our primary was without comms. With a little bit of luck, we might stumble into the comms range of any other spacecraft in Saturn's orbit currently, and be able to turn the comms dish back on, and maybe salvage that mission, as it looks like it will actually have more Delta V in its capture orbit correction stage than the backup mission will, but that is all yet to be seen. The backups mission ejection maneuver went pretty much according to plan. There was also a correction shortly after that to bring it into an orbit where its inclination could easily be matched upon orbital insertion at Saturn. But all in all, the margins on both missions are going to be extraordinarily tight, so pulling off a landing at Enceladus with either flight would kind of be a miracle at this point, which is not great. There's a lot of money riding on this contract, and I would really, really, really don't want to fail it, considering it's a huge financial hit if we do so. But hopefully with the help of some serious gravity assisting, we can pull off some small bit of magic and turn one of these missions into a successful lander, although time will really only tell. It'll be several years before either of them is on site, and we can do much else but crunch some numbers and hope and pray. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So, until then, see you later.